Hi Scorpio, welcome to my channel. My name is Kim. So for today's meditative session, I got Lakshmi, the goddess of abundance. I choose to feel abundant. Wealth is an inside job. It's funny because I'm not getting anything to do with wealth, like actual money. Like for some of you, this might actually have to do with money, but I feel for a lot of you, it's speaking more about what makes you feel abundant. It's not necessarily talking about monetary like abundance, right? Yes, wealth is in the wealth is here, and there could be like a job that you're having, or like you just got a new job, or you just got a promotion, or like there could be something with actual money. But I think the real message behind this is what makes you feel abundant, right? What makes your soul like set fire? You know what I'm saying? I know it sounds corny, but it's actually what I'm feeling. It's not about money. It's like what makes you feel good, right? And that is the true abundance, right? Finding that energy that makes you feel abundant is the actual abundance, right? So yeah, Scorpio, I really love this energy, and let's pull some cards and see what we get. So Scorpio, I felt like when I saw this card, it's like I feel like someone here is wearing a mask. And it's funny because then we have the mask coming off. So I feel, and there's a lot of swords energy, right? So I feel like this is you taking the mask off, or you're going to take the mask off, or you have taken the mask off. It's depending on your timeline, it depends on your story, but Scorpio, I see this is what it did to you wearing this mask. Do you see how this person's chained and they're suffering, right? I would say this person's suffering, and I feel like they are in tuned, so that's why they're suffering more. I think like they're ignoring their intuition, but I still think that they're getting a little bit of the messages that are coming towards them, and they're like, do you see how he still has like his chakras kind of lit up even though he is chained? So it's like someone who kind of knows that they're being like, knows who they are, but still change themselves, right? And then like it comes with the intuition, right? It comes with like this person knows who they are, right? But they're too afraid to show it, so they'd rather hide. But that hurts them more because they like actually, you know, when they say like ignorance is bliss, well, you're not ignorant, so it's really hard. It actually really hurts you, right? Because if you were ignorant, then you would be happy, but you're not ignorant, so it's like you're unhappy because you know what you're kind of doing to yourself, right? You know that you're like ignoring your intuition, you know you're ignoring your feelings, you're ignoring something, right? And you're wearing a mask. You're not being like your true authentic self. That's what I want to say. So I feel like this is tied to love, because I feel like with Lakshmi, it's like what actually makes you feel abundant, right? And at the end of the reading, I have the Two of Cups and I have the Six of Cups, right? With the Ace of Wands, and like someone who hasn't been in wish fulfillment, someone who it's been in the reverse, right? So someone's gonna go towards now this, I want to say, new beginning. Someone's going towards this new beginning in love, right? You guys could have Virgo in your chart. I think Virgo had the Two of Cups as well. I think there's somewhere that you need to be, or somewhere that you feel like you need to go, right? And then I feel like this is the Maiden, like someone who is the opposite of this energy, right? Someone who's free. And I think the freedom comes with not only having the intuition, but having something to do with the emotions, and having to do with speaking the emotions. I think speaking is very, very important. With this sword in the picture that she's carrying, I feel like it's really important, this communication of feelings, right? This communication of the emotions. And it's just sad because I feel like even though this person is a highly intuitive person, this person is chaining themselves, right? They're choosing not to see. And that's why it's so hurtful, right? And maybe for the other person involved, it's hurtful too, because they know who this person is and this person isn't acting like it, right? So I think this is what this person longs for. Or you, Scorpio, it's like what you long for, though, to be free, right? To show your emotions, to use like the sword of communication, the sword of truth. Like, it's one thing to have your intuition, but it's another thing to actually like use it, right? It's another thing to apply it, right? A lot of this week has been about applying it, right? Maybe that's what you're doing, right? Because I think that with this 9 of Cups and the Desire card, the only thing that could probably take you out of this mode is a strong desire, right? And that's why we were talking about with Lakshmi, the abundance. It's what makes you actually feel abundant. What makes you actually feel... Maybe for a long time you were chasing money. Maybe for a long time you thought that this was money. You know what I mean? Like, oh, money's going to make me feel fulfilled. Money's going to make me happiness. And maybe it's going to make me happy, give me happiness. And it didn't end up happening, right? You still have this desire. You still have this like innate knowing, right? And like, it's a cellular thing. It's not even, you know what I mean? It's not even something that can be hidden because it's in the cellular level. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't hide it. And that's what, again, it's with this man, right? He can't hide it. Do you see how his light, like his chakras are still lit up and he's chained? It's like, you can't hide the knowing, the intuitive knowledge. You have it and you can't like escape it. Now I'm thinking of like Enrique Iglesias, You Can't Escape My Love. That's so corny, but yeah, I am. And yeah, I think there's a strong desire to be somewhere and that you're not. Or for whoever this is, it's a desire, it's an innate knowing. And maybe it's like you're just coming around to it because what you felt like, what you chased, which was probably money, or what you thought like looked abundant, wasn't abundant, or it didn't make you feel abundant, right? You had everything that you needed, but you still didn't feel abundant, right? So it's kind of like going back to the drawing board and being like, what's the deal, right? And I think that you have to understand that it comes with taking the mask off. It comes with actually like using this intuition, right? Using the intuitive powers that you were given. It's so within you. It's already innate within you. You can't hide it. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like you should just go towards it, because the fact that you're fighting it is like giving you this pull, right? I feel like it's pulling of the soul, right? It's stretching of the soul. Like, not in a good way. It's like, it's an uncomfortable feeling. It sounds like painful. It doesn't sound good, right? So with the 5 of Swords, that's kind of getting out of the situation by actually deciding to take the mask off. I think this is actually a really big deal for you, Scorpio. Like, actually a really, really big deal. And my question is this you, this age, or is this spirit helping you? Or is this what you become once you... It could be all 3 things. It could be you once you step into this energy. It could be spirit trying to help you, because I do feel like spirit is here guiding you, right? With this, if this innate knowing didn't come from, it comes from within, right? And it comes from, like, the only one who could kind of help you remember this is you and spirit, right? They can send you these synchronicities and signs, but you have to see it at the end of the day, right? You have to like take the blindfold off and actually look at it, right? Look at... It's not even about looking about it, it's about feeling, right? Because we have the emotions card. I mean, yeah, there's this eye here with the desire, so it kind of has to do with looking at it, but I feel like it has more to do with the third eye, right? The third eye and the emotions behind this. And I feel like it's really important for you to take the mask off. What does that mean, like take the mask off? It means go towards your actual desires, right? Go towards what actually makes you feel abundant. Money's not making you feel abundant. Whatever you're in right now is not making you feel abundant. So it's like, maybe this is like a time of reflection for you. Like, what actually makes me feel abundant? But I feel like you know that, because I have here, it's like you do know what it is, right? You do know what this abundance is. You do know what the wish fulfillment is. It seems like you do know, because I don't know what it is, but you do. Like, you seem to know what it is. So I think this is spirit trying to aid you, as well as you trying to aid yourself, right? We're all divine in our own ways. We all have like the power of, you know, intuition. We all have the power of our emotions. We all have this desire, right? And I don't even see it like... I see it as like such a beautiful thing that we have these things, right? That's what makes us divine, right? Our feelings, like our heart, our soul. And I feel like that's what you need to come back into touch with, right, Scorpio? And I feel like it's going to be hard. I feel like it's a decision that has to be made, or there might be a blockage in the way with the Two of Wands, but I just feel like it might be really hard to get out into that, like to get out of this, right? To take this mask off, right? Yeah, I feel like for some of you it's been easier to stay in this, and I don't understand why, but for some of you, you're more scared of showing yourself than staying in this energy, which actually really scares me. Because it's like, why do you have to hide your true self? You know what I mean? I think you know what your third eye has been telling you, and I think you've been like blocking it. Do you see how they have masks on, but they have like gems over their third eyes? It's like reminding me of like, it's like your third eye hasn't been clear. Maybe you've been numbing it, maybe you've been drinking, maybe you're doing like something to numb the third, like anything that you do that like poisons the body is going to numb the third eye, right? So you're not intuitively, you're blocking your intuition, you're blocking your emotions, you're blocking your desire. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like literally everything, this like numbing or whatever you're doing, or whoever it is, like there's some energy here of like blocking, right? And it could be you just blocking yourself, right? Blocking your own intuition, your own third eye with, I want to say like numbing. Again, I'm getting like a numbing. It doesn't have to be for all of you, but for some of you. Maybe drinking. I'm feeling like heavy drinking. When I think of numbing, I think of drinking automatically, but it could be like anything, right? So yeah, Scorpio. But here we have the King of Earth. And I feel like this is the stability that once you take your mask off, once you get through this blockage, right? If it's in the mind, if it's in yourself, like whatever it is, if you're creating it yourself, you step into stability, right? You step into some sort of stability. And the stability, I mean, it feels good, right? It feels good. I see like all this energy, right, of like the good that's coming for you. And I feel like this is the energy you've been sitting in, which is like, this hasn't been your wish fulfillment, right? Like where is your wish fulfillment? What is your actual abundance, right? And it's like, nah, I'm coming to like remedy the situation, right? I have to come fix the situation. I don't know why I'm hearing that, but it's like, yeah, you're not feeling lost and confused anymore. You're not putting work into something that's like, I feel like this is work, right? Like putting this mask on and being like this person that you're not is actually more work than just being who you are. And I feel like you might have left like a high priestess in revert, like a high priestess behind. Whoever this is, like there's somebody like you've left behind, or there's somebody you might have left behind, right? Whether you're going back to this person or you're starting anew, like beginning with someone new, it doesn't matter. You're going towards your Two of Cups, you're going towards your Six of Cups, right? So yeah, Scorpio, take the mask off. Spirit is here to help you. Spirit is like always there, right? Spirit is here. You see, like even if you're the sage, you have like the sage is someone who knows a lot because of his experience, right? There's like no scenario that he hasn't seen. Maybe you're very like you have a lot of experiences, or maybe your experiences are like you've already been through enough experiences to get you out of the situation. That's what I want to say. Like it's not that you're old, it's that you have enough experience to get yourself out of the situation. Right? You have the knowledge, like you have the experience to get you out. I don't know what that means. It's just for somebody, like you have the experience. You know, like the people you're dealing with, you know the energies you're dealing with. Again, you're a very intuitive person. Even though like it's something that you block, you're a very intuitive person. You know how to get out of the situation. You can become the sage easily because you're very experienced in who you're dealing with, the energy you're dealing with, how to get out of the situation. You're very, very smart. That's what I'm hearing. So yeah, Scorpio, let's get some advice for you. Take the mask off, right? And go towards your actual abundance. I don't even know if I want to pull advice. I feel like that's all I want you guys to know right now. I don't think there needs to be more advice. It's like actually just going towards your abundance. I think it's actually harder than it seems, but I think you could do it. I know you know where it is, right? Like you know where this abundance is, so you have to go towards it. If it's a person, if it's a place, if it's a thing, if it's a job, if it's anything that it is, it's whatever stops constraining you, right? Whatever sets you free, whatever makes you feel abundant. So yeah, Scorpio, I really love this reading. I wish you guys I know you guys are going to do it. So I love you guys, and I'll see you guys next week.